has probably a population of 5 million people. There ain't a lot of fucking people
Right.
living in Greenland.
They probably have more
Canada,
polar bears than people there.
yeah, Canada has less than 100 million people living there.
Right. And it's
But
ginormous.
yeah, but guess what those two places have?
Natural resources.
And what else?
I don't know.
White people.
Oh. Okay.
That's what he wants.
True.
So he's trying to annex the closest shit that he can get to have more white people to outnumber all the brown people.
So you say Canada.
But guess what? They can't fuck enough. They really can't. You know?
Well, one of the things you got to look at is birth rates and amongst various demographics and stuff like that. And
so, but check this out, John. They're using the same playbook. They're going to either annex or have more integration of European-like folk and kick out more brown folk. Mass deportations.
Right.
Let's see how that shit works.
Well, when you're paying $12 for a Big Mac and $5 for a lead of lettuce or for a head of lettuce.
So
we told you so.
So really, when you ask yourself this question, and it fucking sounds crazy, but if they start that shit, right? How can you prove that you're not an immigrant if you don't look like them?
And this kind of
fuck the birth certificate, fuck the SS number.
Right.
How to those motherfuckers can you prove you're an American citizen? You can't.
Right.
So guess what? Bad shit gonna happen. If they want to go that route and go down that rabbit hole.
So here's what I think is going to happen. So of course we've got some extremists on on that side of the aisle. I guess if you would, but I honestly believe that once people lose their health coverage, because they're going to repeal Obamacare, that's coming, or the Affordable Health Care Act. They're going to repeal that because there's a good portion of the population who believes that Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are two different things altogether. So once people realize, hey, wait a minute, I just lost my health coverage, my mother lost her health coverage, or granny or whatever, due to pre-existing conditions, because that's what the insurance companies want things to go back to. And then you start doing all these mass deportations, and then all of a sudden, the price of, basic, you think groceries are expensive now? Oh, you start kicking, you wait and see.
So check this shit out, right? So I live in the state of Florida.
Yes, Sunshine State.
Yeah. So this state is a fucking backward state. Don't move to this fucking state. Thank God for Disney. Because if we didn't have Disney, it'd be another poor southern state like Alabama or Mississippi.
Okay.
That being said, immigrants and migrants aren't taking away your job. Nobody's going out in the fucking tomato field, watermelon field, to pick shit.
Right.
For, $8 an hour under this fucking heat.
Or like to clean hotel rooms at resorts, wash dishes in restaurants, stuff like that.
Correct. What they need to be looking at are these H-1B visas. Now, those are visas for people who have some technical skills.
Sure.
Computer, medical, those things.
Right.
And those are what the big companies like your Microsofts, your
Right.
Googles,
All the
your
white collar type
Amazon.
jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, all the tech companies.
Sure.
Those are the guys that they're going after because they know that they can get them for a cheaper price than the motherfuckers here in America. And the
Right.
motherfuckers here in America, guess what? A large majority of them are white boys. They
Sure.
can't get a job.
Mm.
But they can't get a job because of that visa program. And guess who they blame? They blame the brother and the sister that's going to Cheney University, Lincoln, and saying, fucking it's all because of DEI initiatives and shit.
That's just a bait and
You
switch,
know,
though.
yeah. But you know what? I forget it. It was Lyndon Baines Johnson
Uh, I
who
know exactly where you're
had a
going with
quote.
this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, you know where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why.
Right.
And they get tricked every time.
I'm going to flash it on the screen for people to see.
That's right. That's what Trump did.
Right.
He played that. He played that game. And they always fall for it. Always. No matter what.
Right.
I remember growing up. And you remember when you guys lived in Mount Airy?
I do. Yep.
Had that big fucking White House and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was on East Mount Pleasant Avenue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys had the pastor that came over. I forget his name. Shit.
Reverend Hunter.
Yeah. White boy.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, no. Reverend Hunter, he was black. Let me see. But I have to... You said a white pastor?
He was a white pastor, would come over, to your mom's house. He'd bring his kids over. I was over there one time. He had his wife over with the kids. We was all out in the backyard and shit. He was eating. And it reminded me of something.
It's about Pastor Emmer, maybe?
I'm not sure. I can picture the face, but I can't.
Okay.
The name doesn't, But I remember thinking later on in life, you know what? That was a man that I didn't know personally, but I can see that had every good intention of living what he thought was a Christian life, of not, looking down on people.
Sure.
Or, having any biases.
Right.
But he was the same white man that had all of that, but wouldn't let you date his daughter.
Interesting. Right.
Because we have people like that, And I don't know where the fuck I was going with that. I was going somewhere, but it just left me at that point. I was going somewhere. I had a deeper point.
Oh, sometimes people will have. Sometimes people will sit there and try to, show, hey, I'm all for integration and us living together as equal peoples and everything else. But you're right. Some of these same
like
people,
say,
up until you want to date my son or my daughter, then all bets are off.
Like I say, Ja, at the end of the day, everybody picks a fucking side.
Sure, they do.
At the end of the day, we all pick a side.
Right.
Now, it might be difficult.
Right.
Because we got some on both sides.
This is
but
true.
At the end of the day, we all pick a side.
Yep, we do. We most certainly do.